You are awakened by a sound in the distance.
I was singing in a band called The Slits for a few years when I was about 20, 21, and they were a punk band from the 70s, and they had a huge influence from Jamaican music and played a lot of reggae as well. So when I started singing with them, I guess I started to lean more towards the reggae sounds that we were playing, and that filtered more into my own musical interests and my own creative progress, I suppose. And then I met Prince Fatty by chance through a friend. Somebody knew that I'd be a fan of his work, so we met and tried working together, and it was a perfect fit, I think, and it felt like the most comfortable place that I'd been musically since my whole process, which had started, I guess, when I was about 14 or 15. So over the course of about 10 years, I got to reggae, and I wanted to stay making reggae music. I suppose that I probably belong mainly to the musical side of reggae. It was just a feeling that captures you, and you know, it's known universally to make the human race feel pretty good. And I was hanging out with a group of friends at school, and we all used to listen to reggae together, and I grew up in West London, and there's a huge Caribbean culture in West London, and with the Notting Hill Carnival that I've been going to since a kid, so the music side of it was always the main side of it for me. Like, say for example, the band that I work with now, a London-based band called General Roots, and now we play together, and I've been playing with the Rassites, and I am going to tour with a band called the Skints. So you know, you make friends just inevitably through playing music together. So I don't, and then it just kind of happened naturally. I haven't necessarily set out to work with anyone in particular. It's just I like the natural progress of things, really. Oh, at the moment, well, yeah, I'm just writing new music and making plans to travel for the summer and play shows. Always, I love playing live, so I try to keep busy for as much of the year as possible doing that. And just making new music, I find that traveling is the most helpful kind of inspiration, really, to be creative. So one helps the other in each way. So. Do I often think about my future? Yes and no. I was just talking about this actually. It's good to have some kind of a plan, but I'm not very good at making plans. But I don't necessarily believe in leaving it to chance. Some of it you can't, some things you can't plan. I do think about my future, and in every aspect of my future, no matter how far down the line music is involved, I don't know what else I would do. So it's a constant thing. I'll be doing music in the future. There's a few very important people in my life who always manage to stay involved in what I do and when I work as well. So that's the most important thing. Occasionally you are lucky enough to be able to spend time in the places that you travel to work. A lot of the time, no you don't. You come to a venue, you have a couple of hours maybe to look around. Sometimes you don't. On longer trips that I've done, I try to spend like a few extra days. I'm going to play a show in Mexico in 2 weeks, so I'm going to go so I can spend like a few extra days there and have a look around, because it's far away and I want to be able to take the time in and say tomorrow in Italy I get to spend a whole day here and have a look around. And sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Yeah, I think that all music does have the power to completely unite people as long as it's good music, and I think that reggae would probably be the most powerful musical tool as far as uniting people. It's I think very much universally the most loved music for that reason, and even subconsciously the people who don't realise it still have that feeling in them. They just don't know it. So something about it, man. I don't know what it is, but I think reggae music could probably save the world. Hi Reggae Today, it's Hollie Cook.